Beatles, big, 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 big. Coming up this Saturday, there's an event you're not going to want to miss. There, did I get your attention? It's called Come Together. It's a City Winery in Boston, and it's Sunday the 3rd, noontime, a lunch gig, and it's jam-packed with Beatleness. Beatles fans, this is your heaven. And today we have with us Chachi Loprete, Beatlemaniac, Stephanie Loprete, executive producer of the show, John Logan, world's only Beatles magician, and artist or musician Andrew Geano, who's going to be performing live. He happens to be coming to us from his car because he's on lunch break. It is from his day job. And that's the wonderfulness of the mobile technology. So, everybody, welcome. And what is the theme this month? Or, on Sunday? What are we doing? Chachi.
Well, thank you, Bradley J. Good to see everybody. And thanks to everyone who's watching. Yes, it's our big monthly Beatles residency at City Winery. This is month 18, I think it might be. Maybe 19, but I think it's 18. This weekend, we are celebrating, and all year, we're celebrating different 60th anniversaries for the Beatles. We did Ed Sullivan last month, and this month we are doing the Beatles in 1964. We're going to cover all of the American Beatle releases on vinyl through that 1 year. And just Capitol Records alone in that 1 year sold 15 million Beatle albums. So we're going to go through the American catalog, which a lot of people aren't familiar with because the Beatles go by the UK catalog. Mm-hmm. Being a first-generation Beatles fan in the 60s, we grew up with the American catalog, and that's what we're going to highlight at our show on Sunday at City Winery, Boston. 15 million plus record sales. You're going to see the 60s, 1964, put into a 2-hour compilation of what they did in that 1 year. So it's going to be very exciting.
Not only that, live Beatles music, live Beatles magic, prizes, which we will get to. It's a regular 3-ring circus at a place where you can get really good drinks and really good food. And it's a low-dose show because Chachi and Stephanie and John always make sure that it's a low-dose show. Right, John?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We have people that come to every single show we do. Again, we're at the City Winery once a month doing this multimedia Beatles experience. It's really fun. Every show we do is different. So we have people that come by to every show that we've done. Like Chachi said, every theme is different. And this show is going to be a jam-packed show. You are going to learn a ton of stuff. So many cool stories. I'll be performing magic. Chachi will have his underground stories. And we have the super talented Andrew Geano as well. Just a phenomenal singer. He'll be playing a set of Beatles music. And I really can't wait. It's going to be a really, really jam-packed show.
And if you used to listen to me on the radio or you never met me, and you have any interest in that, I would like to meet you. And this is a good opportunity to do that. Come down to City Winery and shake my hand and say hello and stuff and chat. I would love that. John, I saw a recent gig you did when you did magic at the tables. And man, it blew me away. This is a little different. You do the magic on the stage. For those who haven't seen us, how does it work? It's big. Everybody can see it in the room. And what is Beatles magic as you do it?
That's a great question. Yeah. So I perform magic, but you learn about the Beatles through the magic, through the stories that I say, and through the scripting that I say. So whether that, this show, we're going to be talking about their subconscious brains and how each of their subconscious could develop really creative ideas, and that's why one of the reasons the Beatles were so successful. So I do something a little bit of mind reading that has to do with that. So every trick has to do something to do with the Beatles, and you learn about the Beatles' audience interaction. I have people write down their favorite songs. I have people select things from the audience. We give away prizes. It's just a really, really fun time. And again, you learn about the Beatles through the magic components of the show.
We'll get to Andrew in a minute. Now, Stephanie, what do we have for prizes this month?
Well, we have all kinds of great Beatle vinyl to give away, all the great 1964 hits. And we also have the new book by Debbie Gendler, who 64 years ago was at the Ed Sullivan Show. She was 13 years old. She was letting up the Beatles fan club. Brian Epstein thought she'd be great to head up the U.S. division, and then he found out she was only 13 years old. So her compensation for that was to go to the Ed Sullivan Show, meet the Beatles. She's got all kinds of stories about it. So we have her new book as well. I saw them standing there. And lots of fun. And tickets to Rain.
Yep.
The Beatles tribute.
Yep.
It's an unbelievable show, Rain. From what I understand, I've never seen it, but I've looked it up online. It looks wicked good, and you're going to have tickets to that. And folks, you don't need to be a Beatles expert to win these prizes. There will be some prizes given away, as I understand it, via trivia. So if you are a Beatles fanatic, that'll give you a leg up. But there are also drawings so that folks who, like myself, are not Beatle experts have a chance to win. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I will say that the vinyl is provided by Bob Walsh at Cheap Thrills Music and More in Dedham. So we'll have lots of Beatles vinyl. And as Steph said, we have Beatle books. We have a Beatles art print. There's lots of Beatle prizes. And it's a fun way to spend your lunchtime on a Sunday to learn about the Beatles in a fun, exciting way. So we're going to have a great show again this month. Last month was just out of the park. And we're looking forward to Sunday's show as well.
Out of the park, it's true. It was good. And I understand the ticket sales are brisk this time. So you may want to, I would definitely recommend getting your tickets in advance. Let's go to Andrew now. Hey. Andrew Geano, I don't know you, man. Tell me about you. You're a musician, I guess. You did a gig recently at Grafton Street in Harvard Square. You're doing Beatles songs. Tell us about you. This is this is Spotlight on Andrew.
My forum, thank you. Yeah. So yes, I am a Boston-based singer-songwriter / solo acoustic performer. My primary means of music is doing cover gigs throughout the greater Boston metro area. You can see me in the Fenway area. You can see me in the South Shore and the North Shore, sometimes in Western Mass. All over the place, and doing that about 2 to 3 times a week. I also do have my own original material, which can be found on Spotify, iTunes, and you can get all that information, including pictures and my music videos. You can view that on my website, andrewgeanomusic.com. And I'm very excited for this upcoming Sunday because the Beatles have long been one of my favorite bands.
You're going to love this whole setup. It's going to be great for you. It's going to be great for
I can't wait. Yeah.
So you gig 2 or 3 times a week. I mean, you must be getting pretty good by now.
I like to think I'm okay. Yes, I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I think my first paid cover gig, honestly, probably a little before that. I think 2012, 2013 or something along that line. So I've been doing this for a bit of a long time. And
okay, you're gonna, when you see him play, you're gonna sit there and go, I was there, I saw him when.
Yeah, he is very impressive, Bradley. Go to his website, andrewgeanomusic.com. And when I went to the website, John discovered him.
Yes, John was the A&R guy on this one for sure.
And so we went to his website and checked out his videos. He's a singer, songwriter. He's a great singer. And so he was at the last show in the audience too. And he still agreed to come back.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was right there in the front row, and it was awesome. And I was just blown away by the whole thing. It was just really well put together. The 2 hours just flew by like that.
And speaking of awesome, you do get a lot of repeat folks, regulars. People have been to all of them. So there must be something going on. Anybody? This is a toss, a jump ball here. What do you suppose? Anybody? It is about the show you do, which keeps folks coming back. Most shows you don't go see over and over again unless you're going on tour with the Grateful Dead or something. So there must be something going on, which makes it a special environment and people want to be in every month. What is that? Yeah. Anyone?
Okay, I will certainly answer. Do you want to say something?
No, I'm like, throw it to you.
Well, there's a bunch of different factors. Every show's different. It's not like you're going to see the same band every month. Every show, we take a different Beatles historic moment, whether it's a birthday or like we're doing this year, all the 60th anniversaries. Every show is different. It's at a really nice time. People want to go out on Sundays for lunch somewhere. It's conveniently located in Boston, and it's in a great environment at City Winery. It's just a great vibe. You're under the roof with other like-minded Beatles fans, and it's just and you know what? No one does this anywhere in the country or the world.
That's why you're going on tour across the country and someday across the world.
Yes, so it's unique in so many ways.
Okay, and I just looked up you might have thought, hey, Bradley J's rude looking at his phone, but I was looking up the expected temperature on Sunday. It's supposed to be 51 degrees. 51.
Yeah, baby.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Big March.
Good day, sunshine.
Let's see what
Yeah, that's
Barry.
right.
Do you guys know a Barry Delaurier? Always a great show. Yeah, he must go
Yes,
all
he's a
the-
regular. We love Barry. He comes
Yeah.
all the time. So thank you, Barry.
Thank you, Barry. Yeah, and
See-
I'll just chime in real quick to answer your question, Bradley. Why I think people come back, because we try to produce a show in a way, in two different ways. One, where there's a little bit of everything for everyone, right? You see the magic, we have live music, you get win prizes, special cocktails, right? You see some rare footage of the Beatles, right? There's a little bit of everything for everyone. We also produce it in a way where it covers, if you know nothing about the Beatles, you walk away having a good time. And if you know everything about the Beatles, you still walk away having a good time. Like, I've had a few people come that didn't even know the band members' names, and they walked away and they saying, that was such a fun show, right? Where we have other people that come and they know every trivia answer, every answer that we ask them, and they have a great time too. So we try to produce it in a way where we cover a lot of ground. And yeah, and then just going back to Andrew for a moment, I first saw Andrew at Taffer's Tavern in Watertown, and once I heard him sing, I said, "Holy smokes, this guy's good!" I said, "He needs to be at this show." So I'm really looking forward to having Andrew perform, and I try to go to as many gigs as possible that Andrew has, and whenever he's up on stage, the crowd just loves him. He's a super talented guy.
Okay. Now, while you're Chachi, go ahead.
I will tell you, Bradley, that Andrew is going to be on Breakfast with the Beatles this weekend.
Oh wow.
He's our guest on the show, and he's going to call in live during the show. And so we're looking forward to having him on our radio show and introduce him to our audience.
I never plugged Breakfast with the Beatles, Chach. When is it?
It's
on more than one station.
That is correct. It's on Saturday mornings in Boston on 91.9 FM WUMB, 6 to 8 a.m. for the early birds. And then it's on Sunday from 10 a.m. till noon. We repeat the show from Saturday on Sunday as well, from 10 a.m. till noon on seacoastoldies.com, 104.3 FM in New Hampshire and Maine. And you can stream it from anywhere in the world, so you can hear the show. That's the great thing about radio nowadays. You don't have to be in your car. You can watch and listen, I should say, on your phone, on your laptop, through however you stream music in your home. So it's an easy way to catch the show. Saturday, 6 to 8 a.m. on UMB, and Sundays, 10 a.m. till noon. Andrew will be on both shows this weekend.
And Stephanie, right beside Chach there, again, is the executive producer. And there's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts in this show. And Stephanie's the person that really puts it all together. And one more thing before we go. John's Magic is serious, big-time stuff. It's Las Vegas. Oh, my God. I can't believe that kind of stuff. The last time I saw you, you did the card tricks. Not going to have card tricks this time, but I'm standing right 1 foot away from John, and he's blowing my mind with these card things. And they're not tricks. They're like, it is magic. And it's been adapted for the big stage for this particular show that happens at City Winery. It's City Winery on Sunday, March 3rd at noon. Doors at 11. I'm looking forward to getting my poke bowl and a nice glass of wine. I look forward to the whole environment. And I know you had a glass of wine the other day, John. I know you enjoyed that. So it's going to be a super great time. I can't wait to see everybody there and see you guys there.
But you know what you're missing, Bradley? There's one point that we want to bring out.
Yep.
And it's been happening every show. He's been with us since the very beginning. He's part of the team. He's part of the show. His name is Bradley J. He's the MC and master of ceremonies. And he has a high profile in the show. And so we always look forward to hanging out with Bradley. When he goes on stage, it's a lot of fun.
Boom! We'll kick that thing into overdrive at noontime, and get there a little early. Give you time to order something to eat. You know, you can get in there 11:30, and you can order right away, right? I imagine that'd be crazy if you could.
You can have all kinds of drinks, and it's a lot of fun. And I tell you, it's a whole vibe. It's a Beatle vibe. It's like you know everybody, and you end up becoming friends with these people when you keep returning to the show, and it's a whole community. It's awesome.
Yep. And if you haven't discovered City Winery yet, well, there's that. I'm going to let you go because I don't want to burn anybody out. I have another comment here that I want to share. I always learn something new each time I've attended, and I love trying to figure out how John does his magic. Yeah, me too. I watch really closely. I look for the thing. I can never find it. It must be magic. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. John and Stephanie and Chachi and Andrew. Looking forward to seeing you perform. And I'm looking forward to all of you and meeting all of you and maybe meeting some new people. It's one of the things I do to meet new people, and it could work. That could work for you too. So thanks all. And it's just under 48 hours till blast off. All right? All right?
Oh my God.
Oh, no. 72
72
hours. So because it's Sunday, I don't want to make that mistake. Sunday at noon.
70 and a half, I believe, according to my watch.
Very good. Thank you.
Well, it is leap year, and today's leap day, so we gotta
Oh yeah, so everything.
Ah,
Oh yeah, that explains my problem.
That's
And
why
by the
Andrew
way,
is
folks,
the producer.
tomorrow is March 1st, which is, according to me, the first day of spring, which is a big, exciting event. I know it's not really, but in my mind it is. So we'll see you on a nice warm day at
It's
City Winery.
meteorological spring.
There you go.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. We'll see you at the big event. Take care.
Okay,
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.